So I feel like my rheumatoid is probably 50% better.
Could you tell me more about your symptoms? I know they've improved with your arthritis, but could you give me a better idea of what it's your arthritis like for you when we started and what is it now?
Right. Well, when we started, I mean, I knew by not being on medication, of course, that to do nothing is not an option. And I just couldn't get myself in the frame of mind to start a regime that was going to help me, because as I say, I have done regimes in the past that have helped me doing the juicing, but as I say, I lost so much weight it wasn't desirable, and then you just go back to eating some of the foods. But because of the education of the program, and what got me was when you gave us the root cause. That was just worth everything to me. I just thought, oh, hellfire. I've never come across that before. So it seems so right. So in January, I was not in a good place. And it's like when you can't put your coat on yourself or wash your own hair yourself. Yeah, I just think to myself, heck, I'm not looking after myself. I'm going down the nick, and I don't want to go on drugs because you can't let yourself get into the situation where I can't make a fist with my hand. That's and this hand, I've got what they could, can you see, annular drift? Yes. Where my fingers are bending. I mean, the specialist told me at the time that it says that you can't prevent that happening. It's just some people get it and some don't. Because it was when I came off the methotrexate that happened almost immediately. But he said my mum had it when she was on methotrexate, and the methotrexate killed her.
Sorry to hear.
Yeah, well, she I felt she was a guinea pig for all these trials, and I didn't believe it was the answer, because they just kept medicating her more and more, and they gave her statins just in case she had a weak heart, and they gave her osteoporosis medication just in case she got osteoporosis, and it was like a cocktail of drugs. And I just made this decision. This wasn't going to be me. And I thought, I think I told you before, I think I'd read stuff in magazines and stuff. And so when I started the program in January, I was, I think my pain levels were 8. Moving about was difficult. My shoulders and my neck had shocking, like when I go to sleep at night, I get pains in the back of my neck, and my shoulders, both shoulders, moving, getting up was very difficult. But in the first, I think it was the first 2 weeks, those pains started to diminish, and I thought I was imagining it. I thought it would come back, because RA does that. The pains pop up in different parts on different days. My mother used to say to me, people don't believe you when you say, yeah, oh, it's your foot that hurts today, and yesterday it was your wrist. It's like, but that's how this inflammation gets you. So the whole top of my head and shoulders and neck are vastly improved. And I've been out walking today, and I wasn't actually having to physically think about where my feet were when I put them down, because I fell over about 3 years ago, and ever since, because my ankle just gave away, and you just think, when is it going to happen next? So every perceivable thought is, where am I putting my feet? I've got to make sure that, because I fell over on a slight inclination on a ramp, and it just tipped me over. No, so it wasn't a step or anything. And so and the pains in my feet, that was when I started the program, the pains in my metatarsals. It's not the soles of my feet, it's the top of your feet. And it felt like my foot was a bag of bones, and every time you put them down, they were like crunching. But I haven't had that crunchy. My feet are I think it was about week 4 that disappeared, or week 3. So my feet are improved. So I feel like my rheumatoid is probably 50% better. So
Yes.
once you know the rules, it's very difficult to go off plan, because you know you're not doing yourself any favors. And you know, we're only on this planet one time, and you know, I'm 60, and I want to skip to my 80th birthday, not be dragged there in a wheelchair, which is a real possibility if you don't pay attention to what's going on. And I know I'm 60, and I see a lot of my friends who are abusing themselves, not doing the best that they could do for themselves. It's quite funny seeing people I'm going to a reunion with people from I went to school with when I was 11 in a few weeks' time, and they're on Facebook, and I'm looking at them thinking, we look 10 years different. You know, I feel 10 years younger than them. You've got a disease in your head if you think you can't heal. You know, you're reducing your parameters, and so I've thrown that off, and have a positive mental attitude, and I never realized how much willpower I had. And people say to me, "Oh, you must be really strong. You must be really strong." No, I just know what my goal is, you know, and that's what drives me. If you lay there thinking, "Oh, I feel really bad and I can't move," and then your day is going to be full of pain, and you're going to feel like that. But if you adopt a you know, can-do attitude, then you can do, and that's worked for me. So I think I said to you at the beginning of the program, you know, I can't wait to start this, because you've given me structure, and I had to have somebody whipping my ears, you know, just making sure you were looking out for me to make sure that I was sticking to plan. And that's what I needed, because nobody else was doing it. And sometimes you can just waver a little bit, and yeah, so there you go.
Yes.
That's what you've given me. That's what you've given me. And that's what I'm halfway.
Yes, and you've given us, because just being here, having you in this program has given me so much happiness, just seeing you get better, coming to classes. And I think that your attitude is the reason why you see opportunities. That's why, like you said, a lot of people, they accept that they're sick, and they don't see that there's other opportunities out there for them to get better, because they're so accepting of the situation, and following, of course, doctor medications can save your life, but it's not going to give you health. And that's why being open that, yes, I will get better, because you're going to start seeing those opportunities. And that's how you found this, because of your mindset and the things that you've done before they got you here. And for us, you are the biggest inspiration for us. And we always, we will be talking about you to other clients, but I do want to hear from you, Jane.
Thank you and your sister for doing this, because if you hadn't have put your mind to this, we wouldn't be healing.